What if Deku was infinite in Overlord? Ugh, where am I? As he looks around, wasn't I just at home? As he looks at his hands, as he notices these aren't his hands. Huh? As then someone touches his shoulder. Sir, are you alright? As then he looks surprised, but then he quickly composes himself as he realizes he has a mask on. Where am I? Infinite, sir, are you alright? As then the person in front of him, his name comes to him. Rift? Yes, sir. We're no longer in the tomb. As Deku gets a headache as he puts one of his hands to his head, as everything him being Deku goes through his mind all at once. Where are we? We left the tomb to go on a little bit of an expedition. We suddenly got transported and you blacked out. The others have been scoping out the area. As he quickly looks around the area, noticing the desolated trees. Where are the swamps of the great tomb of Nazarig? And where's the tomb? That's the thing, sir. I have no clue. I've used my magic on multiple fronts to scan the area. Nothing as a good result, sir. As he sits on a log, as he looks at his hand as it starts to glow. This power. As then flashbacks of Bakugo bullying him because he was quirkless go through his mind. Telling him he's weak, as he suddenly gets angry before punching a tree, just obliterating it. As Rift goes over, are you alright, sir? Just a little bit irritated is all. If you need so, I will prepare something for you, if you need it, sir. Give me a report on where we are. Very well. We are currently in a desolate forest. Nothing but rotten wood, broken and desolate destroyed trees for miles. No sign of civilization so far. The rest of your jackals are doing their work. Spine has taken his duties to search near the desert area, near this forest. I was going to take my search up into the mountains, but that will have to wait. Vega and Izzy are currently working on a base of operation here in the forest for you. As then a few more people's names come into his mind. What about Green and Emerald? Emerald, sir? Yes, those two. They are currently working on scouting the area and furthering our resources. We don't have much magic around here. It's mostly bare. No, this will do fine for a base. But sir, the place is bare. There's nothing for miles. Wouldn't it be more suited for... You don't sense it, Rift? Sense what? Close your eyes. Sir, I said close your eyes. As Deku doesn't know why he's so serious. As Rift closes his eyes, now focus your magic into one singular spot. As Rift does that, as Deku looks through his mask and sees the huge amount of magic that Rift has on around him right now. As Rift feels the massive amount of energy coming from below ground. There's a huge surge of magic energy below us. Exactly. I sensed it as soon as I awoke. Excellent of you, sir. After all, you are one of the supreme beings. As he's about to ask that, as the memories of him playing the game come flowing through him. That's right. Any idea where the tomb might have ended up? No, sir. We do not have any idea of its location. That's too bad. As Deku just seemingly looks around at this desolate wasteland. As he waves his hand, as the desolate wasteland suddenly becomes lively once again, as life starts to sprue around the forest, turning green as life has returned. Much better. I want you to gather all the magic items, anything you can muster. I want information on every village, town, anything nearby. My magic won't do well outside this field. Why would that be, sir? Why did I never leave a certain perimeter around the tomb? As Rift tries to think of that. I don't know. As Deku points to the Phantom Ruby. The Phantom Ruby must stay charged at all times. As Deku would walk behind a tree as he would disappear, as Rift would be left there by his lonesome. As he would appear before Spine, one of his subordinates. Ah, sir, I wasn't expecting you to come here. It's nothing but desert this way for miles. I see you're doing well. How is that modified arm? Ah, yes, this. Thanks to your powers, I've been able to charge up and make pretty decent magical blasts. Large energy and all that. Yes, but that's not what I'm here for, Spine. Tell me the results of your findings. There's a desert village several miles that way, although I'm not sure about their precise location. It may take a bit more hunting down. You want me to slaughter them, sir? As Deku has no feeling towards the word. Let them be for the time being. They may prove useful to test my magic. As tips of his claws start to glow. As Spine knows this. Sir, are you sure everything's alright? Your magic seems to be... I'm fine. Now tell me what your finding is. I said the village. The other finding, I mean. Oh, yes, sir. Nothing to report on trying to find the tomb. Its location seems to be hidden. It might have been transported to this world with us. Or as well as us. I can't be sure. Maybe the other supreme beings were transported as well? That's a possibility. Keep your search. Report if you find anything about the tomb. Of course, sir. As he would then just vanish once again. This time, appearing in the forest where Vega is at. Sir. As Vega would just get on her knees. It's an honor to see you here. I was currently cutting up wood for the base we're making, sir. Yes, I can tell. I will need you for an expedition team. Not now, but in the future. When this is done. As you wish, sir. As she would just disappear once again. As we go to, someone just digging in the mines. Now, where are ya? Where are ya? As there happens to be a mine under this forest. As it's old and abandoned. As she pulls out a gem. Ah, yes, I can sense its power of magic. As then, she would turn around with a knife as she would point it. As, sorry, sir, I didn't know you were here. I was simply just admiring the gem. Emerald. Also known as my magic research specialist. Ah, yes. I like pretty things. What can I do for you? As she sets the gem in her pocket. I want you to find as many magic crystals as you possibly can. Gather them all. All right, I can do that. Just one more thing, sir, before you go off and do whatever you do. What is that on your chest that's made of such very powerful magic energy? If you must know, it's the Phantom Ruby. Only certain people can wield it, those worthy of its power, which I am. Now get to work. I expect to have a couple of those before the dawn of the day. Don't worry, sir, I'm a specialist when it comes to magic and gems. Unfortunately, not as best as your magic expert. Rift. As Rift would appear. Sorry for not being able to follow you, sir. Determining your location is a lot harder with your magic. That doesn't matter. Tell me, have you observed anything unusual in this forest? Just a few beasts I've had to take care of. All of us can take care of these lowly beasts. You don't have to worry about them. Very well. Make sure everything goes well. I must rest. As you wish, sir. As Rift would just teleport once again. As Infinite would also teleport away. Both of them head to different locations. As Infinite would lean against a tree before falling asleep. As he would remember his last conversation with Momon before the servers had ended and the game had shut down. Thank you for being here, Infinite. Not a problem. I wanted to make sure I'd be here for the ending of the game. I've played it, well, for a long time with you and the others, but it's sad to see it end. I'm going to take the jackals and walk around the outside of the tomb before the game ends. So, hopefully you have a nice life. Momon. Or Einzelgone. As he walks outside of the tomb, as he awaited for his jackals, as they would walk NPC-like out of the tomb, as that's where everything else went blank. As then suddenly memories of his middle school, where Bakugo would bully him, constantly would come into his brain. As suddenly an image of him and some creature would appear. As he just feels anger. As that's when he awakes to the sight of one of his royal guards standing in front of him. And that is the end of part 1 of What If Deku Was Infinite in Overlord. Make sure to like and subscribe for more.